All right, cell phone profits. There's this thing going around online. You may have seen it here in December 2025. Hit the like button. That could help my video get out there and save people. The like button could help my video get to the top of Google and YouTube search results to warn people away from this because it's not good. I'll just tell you that. So, cell phone profits, it's one of the latest names of money-making apps, programs, systems, what they claim an autopilot thing to make money. It's going to be amazing. Your life is going to change. You need no tech skills. You know, the banks don't want you to know about it, all that sort of stuff. It's all a scam. And I'm familiar with this because I've seen the same scam over and over again with different product names. They're not going to tell you who they are, the people behind this. They're not going to tell you where they are, like where they work, anything like that. That's all secret because, of course, they're running a scam. They don't want you to necessarily know exactly what they're doing, who they are, or anything like that, which is not a surprise. So I saw this going around on profitwithphone.com in a video that looks something like this.
Hey, my name is Mark. Do you have a cell phone?
I just want to tell you really quick. These products will often charge people more money than they claim they're going to charge them on the total page, the checkout page. Is that okay with you? No, of course not. Historically, that's what people tell me, that these products end up charging a whole lot more than they claim they're going to charge. And that's not good. You don't want that, obviously.
Do you have an Android?
This is a deepfake, by the way. This guy's not actually saying this. It's an AI-generated voice. It's not good. And this is very similar to like dumb money, something that I saw going around recently, another money-making scam.
iPhone, Apple phone, Samsung, or any smartphone that connects to the internet? If you answered yes, you could turn that cell phone into your very own money printer and earn $200, $300, heck, even as much as $1,000 per day. And trust me, you don't need to be good with computers. I'm horrible with technology. I grew up in the age of floppy disks, Sony Walkman, flip phones, dial-up internet, and when America Online was the hottest thing out there. Times were simpler.
They were simpler. I was around then, but don't fall for this scam. They're trying to appeal to people here who are older, who might remember that and be like, yeah, those years were good times, the 1990s. Don't let them influence or manipulate you into buying this.
And better back then, huh? Now, I understand if you're feeling skeptical. But if you give me just 60 seconds to explain how it works...
The video is going to last potentially 15, 30, 60 minutes. They're lying to you about how long it's going to take.
You'll be a believer. Sound fair to you?
No.
All right. Let me explain how it works. First of all, did you know that big tech companies made over $3 trillion last year? $3 trillion.
Here's the stereotypical stock video hacker.
$3 trillion.
Yes, that's what all hackers look like.
Listening
clearly.
to conversations and giving your data to the highest bidder. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever talked to your friend or spouse about something like dog food, and then all of a sudden you're seeing advertisements about dog food?
They're trying to hit at you with like familiarity, relatability. Yeah, I've seen that before. That's suspicious. Don't let them try to talk you into buying their product just because they pointed out something like that. Of course, we've all seen this, right?
Of course you have. That's because they're watching you. They're recording you. And it's not a conspiracy theory. They're getting away with it. And they're laughing all the way to the bank.
It's like a movie hacker from the year 1995. Look at his face. It's stock video.
Because they know you can't do a damn thing about it. But that ends today. Because today is the day that everything changes for you. Today, you're going to see the 3-minute hack that, when done on any cell phone, basically forces us to get paid $300, $500, heck, even $1,000 per day from big tech. Yes, instead of big tech getting paid, we get paid instead. We get a tiny cut of the trillions they make. Now, if you're one of those goody two-shoes, teacher's pet kind of people who care more about big corporations making money rather than the common man and woman, then this isn't for you. By using this 3-minute phone ritual,
There is no 3-minute phone ritual. This will not be an app. This will not be a system or program or anything. What these things are normally ends up going to something where someone has made a few short videos where they're like, hey, go to TaskRabbit and you can make money there. Hey, go take this survey on this YouGov website. Maybe you can make some money over there. Maybe go to Up Level Rewards, Reward Zone USA LLC, take some surveys. Maybe you'll make some money there. Stuff that's already publicly available. They don't provide you a 3-minute anything, a phone hack, a phone ritual, any sort of app, program, or system that's actually legitimate and helpful. It's something where they misrepresent what they're selling you, they sell it to you, and they hope you don't complain, and then they profit. That's basically what's going on. And like I said, they might charge you way more money than they claim they're going to charge. They're not going to tell you who they are. They're not going to tell you where they are. It's a scam. Cell phone profits is not legitimate. And this video was not only voiced by AI, an AI generated narrator, it looks like it was also edited by AI, because you can see like certain things, like certain stock video clips match words being said by the AI generated narrator, which is not really a big surprise. I see this all the time. And if you're wondering, well, Jordan, did you try this? These money-making scams are out there in force. There are so many of them. They're all the same sounding sort of thing. Phone trick, phone hack, phone habit, phone method, whatever, right? And it's not going to ever work. There's nothing you can give someone a very small amount of money, $37, and they're going to then give you a system that makes you money for your life. Be rich is what they're claiming to you. If an online offer seems too good to be true, it probably is. And so this will eventually end. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's going to be very long. And the progress bar down here, you might say, well, Jordan, look, it's already gone almost halfway. How much longer could it be? That progress bar is part of the video file. It's not part of the video player. So they added an orange bar at the bottom of their video when editing their video. And it goes really fast at the beginning. And then it like exponentially or whatever you call it, slows down to where, 10 minutes in, it's barely moving. And then 15 minutes in, it's moving even slower. So the video looks like it's going to last 5-10 minutes, ends up lasting an hour or maybe half an hour, whatever it is. They're lying to you about everything, including the progress bar. And that tells you a lot about what this is and why, of course, I'm not going to go spend my money on it. When someone's lying to me and there are a whole bullet point list of examples, why would I do that, right? So this will eventually go at the very end of the process to a website called jvzoo.com. And it talks about cell phone profits on that page. And it says you get $30 off. It's going to be $37. A big discount. It's going to be amazing. And there's a bunch of earnings disclaimer sort of language, I bet, that sort of thing. I didn't really read through the whole page. But it's not really that big of a surprise. The terms of service, sale, that sort of thing, I'm assuming all shows up at the very bottom of the page. And it's just not going to be something that you're going to want to spend your money on because you want to save your money. You're not going to make money with this. If these sorts of things work, hey, just give me a small amount of money. You can make a lot of money. Like, that's not even conceivable in a fantasy movie. It just seems like a dumb idea. And maybe that's why there was a previous product called Dumb Money that sounded just like this. So like, comment, subscribe. I know this is not the video you wanted. You wanted me to review it and tell you it's going to be amazing. It's going to work. It's going to change your life. Hit the like button. Save people from this because desperate people who don't have a lot of money might end up falling for this. And I don't want that to happen. The like button is big. There's also a join button down below if you want to give to a really good cause, which is what I'm doing. I'm trying to save people who don't know a lot about technology from scams, elderly people, whoever, because they need our help a whole lot. So there's that. Like, comment, subscribe, join button. There's a thanks button to the right of the thumbs up and thumbs down buttons. And I think that's just about all that I've got. If you did fall for this, call your credit card company, report fraud, whatever you have to do, get the charge taken off your card. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching.